everybody else, Roman Deer Park Farmstead. Yeah, I bought a BMW, and there's reasons behind this. Yeah, I have the farm here, and I'm a farmer, but there's other things that factor into this. I still have my truck, and I don't plan on getting rid of that, but I needed this as well. So I'll let you know what I did and how I got this car for pretty cheap. It's a good looking car though. So this is a BMW 330, a 2001 330 CI. The CI means it's a coupe, two-door. And I specifically wanted this just because I wanted a smaller car, better on gas mileage, which is the main factor why I got it. My gas guzzler over here was just getting out of control with gas prices just on the, just skyrocketing. So it made sense to buy something a little more economical on the fuel consumption. And BMWs, they're just great cars. I've had a few of them already, and it made sense to just get another one like this. And I got it relatively cheap. The interior's pretty decent. The seat's pretty trashed here, but other than that, everything's pretty clean in here. I do have to get another cover for that. I'm noticing more things as I'm cleaning it, but for the most part, it's pretty clean. He put a system in it, so it thumps, and I'm not too keen on that, but whatever. If it really gets out of hand, I'll just take out the amp and the sub in the back. It is a 6-cylinder, straight 6, and it runs really good. There is one problem with it, and that's a vacuum leak that I have to fix. But other than that, it's great. The guy had changed a lot of stuff on it, and so it's got 153,000 miles. So he did pretty much all the stuff that it takes to do that 150,000 mile maintenance. It needed a valve cover gasket. He did that. He did the mass airflow sensor. He did some other little things, but he pretty much did a lot of the stuff that it needed. Granted, does have the leak, but shouldn't be that difficult to fix that. Let's take it for a little drive. So, sorry about that sun. So, to get this car, I had been trying to sell some of my guitars. I had 2 guitars that were a couple of my really prized possessions, and I've been just wanting to get another car because of these gas prices. So I put them both up for sale. One was a Les Paul, the other one was a Fender Esquire. I'll show you pictures of them. Just beautiful guitars. And the Les Paul I put up first, and a couple people, they lowballed me bad, and I knew what it was, and I knew how much it was worth, so I just decided to hold off. And then one guy, he came in and he was like ready to pull the trigger on it, and then he flaked on me big time. And then during the time when I was talking to him, another guy came in and wanted to buy my Les Paul, and I said, well, I'm putting my Esquire up for sale as well because my Les Paul's pretty much gone. And he's like, okay, well, if it doesn't go through and let me know. So he noticed that I had put the Les Paul back on the market, and so there's a fly in here. So he had noticed that I had put the Les Paul back on the market, and so he's like, I'll take both the guitars, and he said $2,200, and I was like, okay, I'll take that deal. And you know, I took a little bit of a loss, but if he was going to buy both of them, then I was cool with it. And then I bought this car for the same exact price, $2,200. So not bad. $2,200 is pretty much low market for these BMWs, and you're getting a lot for that kind of money. So it definitely does not look like a $2,200 car. I think it looks like a $10,000 car. I had a BMW. It was an E36. This is an E46. It was a 92, and that car was so cool. It was just really, really great to have. I owned it for a while, and it just drove great. Didn't give me any problems. I changed just the oil regularly, obviously, but the only thing that went bad was the water pump. So changed that out, and that was pretty much it for all the years that I had it. And the only thing, I had really low profile tires on it, so the rims would always bend all the time. So I was constantly changing the tires, getting the rims fixed, and then putting them back on. But this, there's a lot of road rash on these wheels, but they look pretty decent. I may be in the market for more wheels later on, but for the most part, I think it looks really good the way it is. These are pretty standard wheels for this year, 2001. So I'm just gonna go with it, roll with it for now. So this is what $2,200 will buy you: a 2001 BMW 330i Ci, and it's got 153,000 miles. So that's pretty low for a 2001. I'm seeing guys right now buying 2004s and their mileage is close to 200,000. So I think this car is relatively low. It is an automatic, which I've read a lot of stuff and all the research. These transmissions can be a little tricky, so I don't really go crazy on these cars that when I've had them. So I'm just gonna really nurse this car and just drive it for what it's get me to A to B, and not hot rod it. But it's pretty fast. My other one was a 325 2.5 liter, so this is a 3 liter, so I can definitely tell the power in this one. But gosh, I sure miss that car, and that's why I got this one. And it looks a lot similar, just newer than that one. Black interior, and the wheels are just different, but they're great cars. If you're in the market for a nicer car, yeah, you have to do maintenance on them, but they're really, for the most part, very reliable cars. I love them. That's why I was on the prowl for these things for the longest time. Just years I've been looking for them, and I just I would try a little harder than I would certain times, and then I would kind of lay off. But ever since the gas prices went up, I was like, yeah, it's time. I really gotta push these these guitars to sell, and it's not like I don't have any other guitars, because I have plenty, and plenty of gear and stuff, so it's not like I'm not going to be able to play guitar. So had to let some go, and I think this was a good decision. I just really wanted to use this car for shorter commutes, taking my son to school, picking him up, and stuff like that. I mean, that truck, it just ate up gas so much, and I was constantly going to the gas station, and it was really making me nervous wreck all the time. You know, always guzzling the gas just for these short little trips around town. If I can do that, you know, I can even grab some feed, you know, some bags of feed if I want to in this, and, you know, just not get a bunch, but, you know, for the most part, like right now, I'm probably going to get like 4 bags, but I'll probably take the truck anyways. But I need 4 bags. I may, you know, if I get 2, then I'll get 2 over at this other place, you know. So I could definitely use this to pick up stuff and just go on some little local putts. But the truck is definitely still well worth keeping and using. Obviously, it's a tool, and I absolutely need that truck. So, and I love it, but it just eats up the gas so much. This thing handles so good. Sunroof works, but there's a shade here that that covers it. That is off its track, so I just gotta fix that. Not a big deal. So, I mean, for the most part, this car is totally dialed in, and I love it. It's beautiful, and always wanted to get an E46. My brother had one for a little while, and he put rims on it. It looked sharp, but it was a different color. I like black. I don't know. Black BMWs just stand out to me. All right. So get on the block. Drives great, but that leak, the vacuum leak, it makes it stall sometimes. Idle isn't that great, so it's just something I gotta fix, and I know it's gonna bug me, especially if I stall someplace, and you know, I'm like, so it's gonna get to me, I'm sure, after a while. So I'm gonna go and grab that hose someplace, and I've already got some other things already ordered, so I'll update you once those come in. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to y'all soon.